Hello everyone. Let's do another question from the past paper. This question comes from 2025 A-Level Chapter 3. Graph J shows the effect of pH on the rate of an enzyme reaction. Graph K shows the effect of substrate concentration on the rate of an enzyme reaction. A student wrote 4 statements about the graph, so statement 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are going to check and analyze all of the statements, and finally we will answer the question. Statement 1. In graph J, the enzyme is denatured at point Q. Denaturation is the permanent loss of an enzyme's structure and function, usually caused by extreme conditions. At point Q, the reaction rate is 0. Extreme pH values often cause irreversible denaturation. Since the rate drops to 0 at Q, it is likely that the enzyme is denatured. So, statement 1 is likely correct. Statement 2. In graph J, the enzyme is inactive at point P. At point P, the reaction rate is 0. If the pH at P is too low, the enzyme's activity is very low, but it might only be temporarily inactive. For an example, when the rate is 0 due to pH outside the optimum range, it means the enzyme is not functional at that pH. In many introductory contexts, an enzyme with 0 activity at an extreme pH is described as inactive. However, inactivation can be temporary or permanent. Since the graph suggests a reversible nature leading up to the optimum pH, the enzyme at P is inactive but possibly not permanently denatured. Unlike statement 1 implies for Q, if P represents a pH where the enzyme is simply not active, this statement is correct. If P represents a pH so extreme it causes denaturation, it should be called denaturation. Given the shape P and Q are the pH extremes where activity ceases, it is a standard to say the enzyme is inactive when the rate is 0. So, statement 2 is considered correct at the rate is 0, meaning it is inactive at that pH. Statement 3. In graph K, the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the substrate concentration. Direct proportionality means the relationship is a straight line passing through the origin. Graph K is a curve that flattens out, not a straight line. Therefore, the rate is not directly proportional to the substrate concentration over the entire range shown. So, statement 3 is incorrect. Statement 4. In graph K, maximum velocity is reached at point R. Maximum velocity is the maximum rate of reaction an enzyme can achieve when all active sites are saturated with substrate. Point R is shown where the curve starts to plateau, indicating that increasing the substrate concentration further yields little to no increase in the reaction rate, meaning the enzyme is saturated. This plateau level is maximum velocity. So, statement 4 is correct. In conclusion, the correct statements are 1, 2, and 4. So, looking at the all combinations from the answers and from the options, the combination of correct statements is 1, 2, and 4. Therefore, the option B is correct.